I've been here in Japan for about 14 years now, and I work in the IT. And how we came together, basically we are all from the same part of India, so we started playing badminton initially. So that's how I came into the group. So I'm also one of the founding members.
I'm Ajay. I'm working as a naval architect in shipbuilding and shipping firm. I came to Japan in 2012, and I'm a member of SAS since then.
Yeah, my name is Raj. I'm working here from the year 2000 in IT. I'm from Kerala, and I'm one of the founding members of this club.
So myself, Sri Kumar. I'm in Japan from 2002 onwards. It's around 16 years. So I'm in IT, currently working as a director for technology services with one of the US-based company. So I'm one of the founding member, and we actually started this many years back with the intention of playing sports together, and we started mainly for the southern part of Kerala.
Hi, I am TB. Thank you for this opportunity. I came here in 1998, almost 20 years now. I came here as an IT engineer. Now I started a company. It's a different IT product company. When we started SAS, it's like a passion of badminton. That was the main reason.
Initially, 5 or 6 of us, group of Keralites, we were staying together and we started playing badminton.
So myself, Raj, Sri Kumar and Abhilash, along with Jairaj, initially we started to play badminton by waiting in each queue of these community centers. Then we came to know that if we form a community by ourselves, it's very easy to get the slots and we can move forward. So that was the initial thought about the SAS. That's how we started the SAS.
We started from a passion for badminton. We thought of playing badminton within our group, and also then going forward when the members, many people started showing interest, then we thought of having a club, and then we thought of having it as a family event so that many people family as a come out of their homes in the evenings or during weekends. And that's how the whole SAS club came into existence. And then many people from outside Kerala, because we started from a Kerala base, all people speaking Malayalam, so that's how we started. Then many people started showing interest, and that's how we opened up. And then we have many tournaments. We will come to that later. So it's basically about having a group for sports-related activities, so that they can enjoy their evenings, weekends in Japan.
Slowly, more people started joining in, and it became difficult to manage, with the expenses, with sharing the expenses and all. So we thought, okay, we will have a club, to officially have a club, and then from our childhood, we have our own local clubs in Kerala. So we wanted to have a name, something resembling to a local club name, and I think it was Sri Kumar who suggested the name Sarveshwara Arts and Sports Club. That is the complete name. It's a very local name. So I think maybe Sri can explain how he came up with the name.
Yeah. There is no particular mean related to what we are doing. There is no particular match So that was like a fun name. I always used to say Sarveshwara. Sarveshwara means like God.
God, yeah.
God, right? God. Ishwar. Sarveshwara. I was also always used to repeat that. So, we sit together and that name was just mentioned and everybody really likes Sarveshwara Arts and Sports. Arts and Sports we always use in Kerala for our small clubs in each villages, right? So that together and we named it and everybody really liked and we shortened to SAS. So that is how the name originated.
To the group we asked them for
Many names,
different names, and many came up with many names, but the most votes got for this.
Sarveshwara.
Especially in our childhoods, even from the school days, there is a kind of 1 hour for this kind of activities
Yes,
in our schools. Especially every Friday. In my school time, it was like, I think everybody says,
Yes.
Friday last period is for this kind of activity. So as a kid, we are eagerly waiting for.
It's called some
So-
LA or something.
Yeah, exactly. So even each small cities or small towns, maybe in each village, there is 2-3 clubs. Mainly, in Kerala is passionate about football. So they maybe either play football or volleyballs, that kind of activities there. So when we are kids, we are looking at the big guys who are part of it. So that was a dream for us, like become a member of that.
Exactly.
So we go there and we watched how they play. That is time. So when somebody suggested a name which is matching with our childhood dream, like arts and sports, of course everybody voted for that one. That's how it is elected.
Exactly, yes.
We call it AGM. It's called Annual General Meeting. So this also we started, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago, I suppose. That also because when the group became pretty large, there are a lot of people, a lot of money being handled, and also we need to have some transparency in the group. And that's how we started it. We invite all the members with the family for about 2-3 hours on some Saturday or Sunday evenings, and we get together. And what we do is we have a presentation where we summarize all the activities we have done, the number of slots we have for badminton, volleyball, all those sports that we play. And then we have the summary of all the expenses that we had, how much came in and out, expenses, everything we do. And then we have a very informal discussion as to what went right last year, what is it to be done next year. So all those suggestions we invite, and then we summarize everything and we have some discussions, and then at the end of it we have a dinner or something where we enjoy. So this is something we have been doing quite frequent, almost every year now, and we get a lot of ideas from there, so that we also need the club's active participation in the day-to-day activity. So that's the whole history about it.
When we initially formed, it was only 7 members, but that year itself it reached 12. Even though we say it's 12, it's 12 family. So our club, how it differs is like in weekends, if you once come and cover, you can see it's a family event. From my house, my wife and kids will come. So it was like that. So 12 means it's almost 30 people was there. So that's how it happens. Now it reaches up to, if I am correct, 50, right?
50 families.
50 families are there. So even we are restricting it because we need to provide the badminton slots. So we are restricting up to 50. Not because of we are getting more requests, like maybe I think Ajay know it very well, maybe many people are in queue, but we cannot accept everyone just because we promised to provide badminton slots, especially badminton slot to the family members. So that's why we are restricting to 50 now. Actually, most of them are from Ojima, Higashi Ojima, Funaburi area. But I really like to name Abhilash. When we started, he was that was in OG, right?
Kitaku.
So I think in more than the area, it's a
I
passion.
was staying in Shinjuku for 5 years,
So-
but almost all weekends I spent with SAS Club.
Yeah, even one of my friends, he used to say that when he starts his car, it automatically come to Yadagawa. So that means that he was staying in Kawasaki. So every Saturday when the car starts, it's automatically come to Yadagawa. So that was the passion which SAS Club provided to them.
I think people used to come from like Yokohama,
Yes.
Kawasaki,
Even
and
now-
many bigger areas. No?
Not only the sports, but maybe it's a kind of group fun which the
that's-
group providing.
exactly.
That's the main
It's
reason.
like a socializing for the family, no? I mean, they are not sitting at home alone. They are just coming and mingling with everyone. Kids can mingle. Kids can develop skills to, talk to each other. I mean, it's a really socializing event.
Most of us will agree. I think when I came here, I came just for 1 year.
Hmm.
I never wanted to stay longer here, But when we have this community, where our social life is also, impacted in a positive way, So you don't miss home, So that's how I think it extended for such long time, 20 years. I can play whatever I want. I can get into any activity I want, It's all available, So I think that's all what we also wanted to provide everyone, So to have that. I think Ajay is on a prime example because I know him. He also came for a short time, and when he is a very passionate volleyball player, and when he came to know that okay, he has a chance to play volleyball here, That's how his decision, his career, his life, everything changed.
Yeah.
If we don't had this club, what will happen? Our kids will be sitting at home, playing video game,
Exactly.
like watching the TV. We will be just sitting at home watching the TV or going out eating something, right? So this is the only way we can get some sports or physical exercise that is really making us happy, keeping healthy.
Like when we look to another countries, like most of this kind of activities happening weekly, maybe either church or temple or something like that. Here actually that weekly mingling is provided by SAS, like without any religious background, nothing like that. So like maybe my wife every week meeting his wife. So otherwise they may go to a temple unity or a church unity, but here a country like Japan, it's not there. So they are getting a chance to mingle every week. And my kids may play every week. So that's actually a great opportunity what SAS is providing to its members. You look at what is happening in US, maybe my some friends are there. So every when we call, they said, okay, today we had a some kind of activity in church. Then, oh, you are playing badminton in church. So that is how it is happening. So it's a close community. So that's how they are mingling. But here what is happening is that, yeah, we are playing every week, but it's with a wider community.
Right.
Yes, initially this club was targeted for the Kerala members only. And after a few years, we got a passionate member, Sanjay Shetty. He is from Karnataka. So I think after reaching, he is very much passionate about badminton. After reaching Tokyo, he was searching for a badminton club. Somehow he hit in SAS. And when he reaches to SAS club, and the first day, I remember actually, and he started to play with our kids and he is encouraging them and even he is teaching a lot to us. So we felt, okay, it's good to have other members also as a part of the club. Then gradually, as Sanjay was there, gradually Udayaraj introduced a few people. He was well connected with other communities in Japan. So he introduced some people from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and even from Tamil Nadu. Now, like actually it's there is a 5-member steering committee for this club. 2 of them are non-Keralites. One Bishan, he is from Punjab, and Hari, he is from Tamil Nadu. Along with the 3 Kerala members, so there are 2 other non-Kerala members also there. And in our volleyball and football, it's a futsal, there is no restriction. In badminton cases, we are restricted to 50 members just to provide a number of slots sufficiently for each members. So, but in volleyball, I think a lot of members are playing, so I can't remember every names. There are not many people from other parts of India playing in volleyball, even in futsal.
The club started in 2008, and our first, the first activity, the first tournament also was held in the same year, 2008, in November. And for that event, I think 16 teams were there. Participated in that doubles tournament it was. Once we started the club, initial 5 years, we decided that we 5 will be the committee members who will manage the club, so that we have a strong foundation for the club. So we wanted the club to run properly, functioning without any issues. And after 5 years, we opened it to other members to come into the committee and manage the club. From the first tour, we had one tournament, one activity in 2008, and now it reached up to 5 tournaments per year. From around 16 members in the first year, now it reached up to 50 families. So that means approximately around 100 members for the club.
In fact, we have 6 tournaments a year, and one is just for internal our club members, and 5 tournament is open for all Indians in Japan. So we have one badminton doubles tournament, then we have badminton singles tournament, then we have women's badminton only for women's tournament, then we have futsal tournament, and finally we have also volleyball tournament. So these 5 tournaments are happening every year, which is open to all Indians. In a calendar year, if we go by calendar year, the first tournament which will be happening is volleyball. So this year volleyball tournament will be happening in February. So last year also it happened in February. So you can say it might be in first quarter of any year. Then it will go to women's badminton tournament. It will be March or April normally.
Yes, yes.
Then we have our badminton doubles tournament and singles tournament. So singles tournament will be in the halfway, almost a year in June or July. And doubles tournament normally in October or November. That's what it's happening. And our final event always is futsal tournament. That will be in end of November, first in the month of November, December. So that is the calendar basis.
We want to do a lot of different activities, but only thing restricting us is the availability of the courts, because it's pretty hard, because you need to register 6 months, 3 months you have to wait. So a lot of different formalities which you need to do, and it's all luck. So because there are a couple of guys, very dedicated guys within our group who constantly track, and we open 3-4 windows and then take the slots. It's pretty hard. So that's the only restriction that we have. Otherwise, we as a group, we are quite passionate about this, and we want to do many number of tournaments a year.
Our annual membership fees is 10,000 yen for a family. That's for actually if you're a badminton player. But we have for volleyball, we have reduced discounted membership. I think 5,000 yen. 5,000 yen for a volleyball member, because for the badminton the expenses are high. So for volleyball the expenses are less, because you just have the ball. Yeah.
We have our full-time membership, that is 10,000 yen per year. So if a member opt to choose that, his family is free for all kind of sports. That is actually his badminton, volleyball, futsal, everything happening for the club. And then we have only volleyball only membership. So that is 5,000 yen per year. So approximately you can say actually last year we had 27 sessions for 1 year. So he is free to play in the sessions, like if you choose 5,000 membership. And then we of course have guests coming, like there may not be regular players. So even we are open for them, like they can pay only for that particular slot or event. So for all, like badminton, actually as we mentioned before, like we are almost crowded. So we may not be able to accommodate guests, but still it is there, the option is there. We want to give opportunity for all. Even though we said because of slot availability, we restricted to 50. So we are maintaining a WhatsApp group for all badminton enthusiasts in Japan. So when we have availability, so when our members are very less, we used to announce there and give opportunity to them. So that's a big group actually. Almost all badminton lovers are there in that group. And volleyball and futsal, we are open actually. Anybody can come anytime, because we have enough slots for that, for playing. So all can approach us, they can pay a guest fee. For example, it's nearly 100 yen per hour. It's a very small fee which they have to pay, and they can play for that particular session. We are focusing on Edogawa area. So Edogawa area, our main court, most of the activities are happening in Funaburi. There is one court in Matsue, so that is one court. Then we have this Kasai, this is Nagashima Kaikan, which is close to Kasai.
Ichinoe Kaikan.
Then we have Ichinoe Kaikan. Then we have Higashi Kasai Kaikan. Then also Kita Kasai recently. So all means in Kasai and Funaburi areas actually. All activities are happening.
We can say it's a miniature version of football. Numbers are restricted, only 5 people. But you cannot compare directly with the football. In football, there is a fixed position in there. So maybe I need to guard only my position. But when it comes to futsal, it's something like the basketball. You have to run every time. So, and the pace is very high. That's why it is restricted to 15 minutes, 7 minutes with 1 minute break and 7 minutes. It's a total game. Football is 90 minutes game, right? So we can say it's a miniature, but a little more tough. We need more energy. We need to run continuously. It's something like the players need stamina like a basketball. Why? Maybe restriction, maybe because of availability of court, maybe less space. The total area is very less compared to football. But we can enjoy the same passion of football. Now it's getting very popular in even Japan, even European countries also. Futsal is getting very popular now. It's almost rules are same like a football. Some restrictions is like there is no ball throw is there, instead of that it's a kicking. So there is no offside. So there are some rules are available even from futsal sides.
FIFA has proper
rules.
Yeah, rules for this.
This year futsal tournament, 100 players, maybe 100 plus players was there. It's something like a big football event happening in India, something like that. So it was like especially for the not corporate, so like it was many corporate team was there. So to cheer up them, many families was there. So during that event in Edagawa ground, it was like a big football event. Like, and people are asking why you are restricting to only once in a year. Why can't you make 2 times? So that is a passion. We can see that kind of passion for the futsal event.
Like we introduced 3 years back, we introduced futsal tournament for the first time. Like, so at that time we were thinking about ideas to generate fund for charity. So we are having a charity wing, which is SAS Care, regarding which Mr. Srikumar he will explain later. But this futsal tournament, it started in 2016. So even our regular futsal sessions also started in 2016 only. But now it's becoming popular.
Our charity activity of SAS Club, and we call it the SAS Care. So this originated many years back when so we had many requests coming through our contacts back in India. For supporting people who are in need of medical, financial support or educational support. So there were many requests coming to Japan, but we were not able to really handle anything. So some of us initially thought about why don't we start supporting one case. We took one of the case which is for a kidney transplant operation, so, and they are in need of a good amount of money. So I basically initiated that within our team. Okay, we thought, okay, why don't we raise some fund? And that time we were not naming like SAS Care. So we collected some money, and we were able to raise good amount of money, and we supported that case. And then continuously similar requests started coming, and we gathered. I like to mention one name, Mr. Indo. He was one of the active member that time, and we gathered and we decided, we should do this more professionally and in a very good manner. And we named it SAS Care. It's a charity wing of the SAS Club. So supported by the SAS Club, and we started the SAS Care initiative. And the main objective of the SAS Care as of now is one is supporting patients from India in medical related expenses. So we collect money from Japan and we support the people in need back in India. So when a case is coming to us, there are many cases coming to us. So we, personally, the committee, the SAS Care committee members contact the originator and verify whether it is a right case or wrong case. And accordingly, we decide a fund. We have a specific fund limit for each case, and accordingly, we support the case. And the second objective is educational support. There are many students or kids back in India who are in need of money for their educational activities. They don't have money to buy books. They don't have money to pay their tuition fees or uniforms. So we associate with some of the schools, the government schools in Kerala, for example, and we raise fund from all our the supporters, the SAS Care supporters. We collect money, consolidate, and send to the school and on an annual basis. There are many schools are being helped from our side, and they are really happy. The kids send us messages that we received fund from SAS Care, and they show their happiness with us. So the main objectives are, or main area we are focusing at the moment is health, is one area, and next one is education, and the third one is emergency related occasions. And how we raise funds, so like I mentioned before, our club members are contributing money, and at the same time many people have come forward, and like not only from the Kerala area but also from all over Japan and all over India, and they like to contribute so that money will reach to the people in need back in India. So we are collecting fund from the different community members in Japan. Other than that, one of the main source of raising fund are organizing events. So recently, for the last few years, we are some of the events I like to highlight are one is charity walk. We organize every year at least once. So people walk with us and contribute some amount of money. So we collect that as one of the fundraise. And second one is, like Ajay already mentioned, futsal. Futsal is highlighted as a futsal charity fundraising event. So many team members play, we raise fund, and some part of the money is used for the SAS Care activities. And last few years back, we started with the cloth collection drive, wherein we collected, used very good quality cloth from Japan. We collected around 200 kilos last year, 2 years back. We collected from Edogawa area, and many people sent from other part of Japan also. And we collected and we sent to selected 3 orphanages back in Kerala and one in Mumbai. So that we did 2 or 3 times. That was really successful, and I personally visited one of the orphanage back in Kerala after we sent this cloth, and so they are so happy. The kids, they took me to the kids area, and they're really happy, and they show, pass the regards to all the other people who contributed. So that really gives us happiness, basically supporting from Japan for this kind of good cause. And other than that, we are not only just focusing on supporting Kerala, we are supporting all over India. We actively supported the Chennai flood timing. We raised fund from the SAS Care and supported the Chennai flood through the Tamil communities in Japan. And recently, all of you might be knowing about the Kerala flood. So we joined hands with Nihon Kairali, and SAS Care and Nihon Kairali combinedly raised a lot of fund, and we have supported in a very well way, and the fund reached the Chief Minister of Kerala, and Nihon Kairali is organizing the second level also for that. A few other areas we supported recently are the Tamil typhoon damages and the Gaja typhoon damages. So recently we supported from SAS Care, we are able to raise some amount of fund for that. And another source of our the fund to the SAS Care is from SAS itself. Our SAS committee itself is contributing 10% of the membership fee every year. So whatever membership fee we will collect, and 10% is coming to SAS Care for our events and activities. Then we also do book collection events. So people who are having lot of books at home, who completed reading, they don't really use it. So we recycle the books, collect it, and sell in a book in like this kind of a hall. Then we sell it for a very nominal price, and that price is used for raising fund for SAS. So SASCAR is really active, and it is actually managed by a committee, and the committee is changing every year. So I like to mention a few of the names here, which are very actively doing a lot of activities, and really happy to share that the SASCAR is today. We are organizing the SASCAR quiz competition finals. And we had the prelims like many months back, and because of the flood, it got delayed to many months, and today we are organizing the finals. So along with this interview, I'm really happy to announce the finals is currently going on parallelly. Community members have come forward, and they wanted a proper channel to contribute for the charity activities. So SASCAR was kind of a medium. So we are coordinating with the members and letting them contribute to SASCAR so that we can support the people back in India. And another area through which we are raising fund is through the Higashiyojima Summer Festival, Summer Matsuris, and that is conducted every year during July. And we actually set up a food stall. So we started in the morning. We cook food. Okay, we are not bringing food from any restaurant. We are cooking the food, 100% food we are cooking at the rented kitchen. Okay, we make many items, and then we bring to the Matsuri area around 4 o'clock, and we try to sell everything, and it got sold out like in 2 to 3 hours. Everything is sold out, and that is a very good medium of our fundraising. I'd like to highlight the people who are really working hard behind the scene, starting with Indo. So Indo is one of the founding members for SASCAR, and we are all supporting from the many years. He's based in Japan only. And next is Prajilal, and next is Prasad Manmadan, and Jomon, Biju Narayanan, Reena Jude. She's was one of the active member, and she's back to New Zealand. And her idea was like to start with the book collection and also the cloth collection drives, and so really contributed a lot for our SASCAR taking to this level. And next is George, Shailesh, Lakshmi Shailesh, Vinod Ashokan, Sheetal, Shrithar. So these are some of the main core members who are really putting effort in organizing all activities, coordinating everything. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the people who contributed, not only the SASCAR or SAS committee members, SAS club members, but all the Indian community, Japanese community who contributed to make this happen.
We had 5 major tournaments, and frankly speaking, almost all tournaments we got full response. Our slots were full. So specifically, if you ask us, like futsal tournament or women's badminton tournament, these 2 tournaments got highlighted this year. But the the prestigious men's doubles tournament for last 6 years, that's always having that standard. All are waiting for that. And this year specifically, we introduced women's tournament, and 20 teams participated this year. Actually, we were amazed to see 20 teams and 40 women badminton players this year. And futsal tournament also, 12 teams, that is actually around 100 players registered. That is really a huge crowd which got like a massive response from the community. Some examples, like when we conducted this women's tournament for the first time, one of the active members, like Dr. Srilada Bhargava, she was saying that she was so amazed to see such a pool of women power. Like they were just brushed up their skills, leadership skills, like the team playing, everything, just because of that tournament. Santosh, he was a short-term visitor in Japan. He happened to play our futsal tournament, and he said a feedback that it was the most memorable day for him in Japan. That one day.
So when we started this badminton tournament way back in 2008, it was the first time that any Indian community had started something of that sort in Japan. So we started gathering interest within the badminton fraternity within Japan because a lot of Indians were wanting to play badminton, but there was not a platform for them. So when we started that, a lot of people started showing interest in starting their own kind of an activity, a tournament within that sort. So I think we started the trigger of maybe pulling them into this badminton fraternity, and I think there is one more group within this Edogawa ward who are having a similar kind of tournament as this badminton doubles tournament. So I think that gives us our opportunity for us also to go and play there and show our capabilities there. So in that sense, it is actually pushing a lot of people to come into this particular area, especially badminton, I would say. And I think that is creating a good environment for all of us to enjoy badminton more in that sense. There are a couple of channels which we use. One is the SAS Club Facebook page. It's called SAS Club. So you can send us a instant message, and some of the committee members will contact back to you. So that is one way of approaching us. The second one is we have a WhatsApp group called SAS Indians Badminton Group, where we have a lot of people added basically from the database of what we had the tournament. So we have added everybody together. So we use our contacts to add there. So that is another way to approach. And then there is a website where we upload some of the pictures and also what activities we do. So that's the three main areas where how we can contact us. And also a lot of people come in through our personal contact, somebody who wants to join us, and they come as a guest, they play together, and then they decide whether they want to join the club or not. So that's another way of approaching our club.
Regarding the future tournaments, January we have an internal tournament for our club members, and then immediately it will be followed by the volleyball tournament in February 16th.
9th and 16th.
9th and 16th, February 9th and 16th. And in March or start of April we will have the women's badminton tournament. So these are the future tournaments coming. We have a lot of kids now, in our who are grown up and who are trained, in some of the nearby areas, I think in Uraya, so I think some of them getting the coaching. And they have all improved their skill levels, so we wanted to have will start thinking about a junior tournament also, for the kids because there are a lot of kids now in our, regularly playing badminton, so we might start that also. What our initial expectation, this has been grown beyond words. I think it has been such a huge growth for our club. We never expected it will be like this. So I think
it's like this is the best.
Yeah, I think we
have going towards the best.
Outdid ourselves. That's what I felt. Always I feel very proud about the way the club has grown. It has been grown beyond our imagination, I think. Not just sports. I think it's a family get-together kind of environment.
Basically, we are trying to recreate India in Japan. So it's a home away from home.
Exactly.
So that everybody will gather, not just for men or not just for women, but for the whole family. That is the main objective and idea.
I think one driving force or the reason behind this is I always believe that we all came here for work, but more than work, social life also is very important, for the whole family. So that is, when social life is good, then the stress comes down. The family, even the work part, gets, improved. So that was one major reason, I think, behind all this, what we wanted to do like this. One thing which I wanted to say always is, you have to come out of your homes. Actually, I think we've mentioned in our website also, instead of sitting at home, especially at this electronic age, where people are glued to their, electronic gadgets, I think you have to come out and, meet people, mingle with people, and play some sports. It definitely improves your lifestyle. So that's what I wanted to say. So please don't sit at home. Come out, mingle with people, play sports, and get to know people. That's how you build your life.
SAS Club is working as a medium for work-life balance. So we are not only just focused on working, but life also we have to balance. So we encourage everybody to play some kind of sports to make your health and take care of your health.
So this interview won't be complete if we didn't mention the new committee members. They are actually the driving force for SAS in 2019. So it was selected on last AGM. And this year actually a lot of new faces, and I would like to mention the name Hari. I already mentioned he was from Tamil Nadu. And Bishop, he is from Punjab. And Jidin, he is actually here for 6 years, I guess. He's a new committee member. And Vinita, she's actually a very active sports person and community member. She is the new committee member this year. Actually, this is the first time women participation in the committee. And finally, Shailesh, he was a very active member of SAS Care, and now he is being a core committee member for SAS. So these 5 people will lead SAS for the next year to all these activities which we discuss. So hope they will bring SAS to the next level.
We like to take this opportunity to thank Indo-Japan Funds for giving us this opportunity to introduce or discuss about SAS and SAS Care activities. So, we like to thank Prem Keswani and Ashish Dio for this wonderful opportunity. You guys are really rocking, and we are following your website. A lot of articles, a lot of information, which is very useful to any people who are planning to come or who are available in Japan, like to refer to. So that is a really good source of information, and please keep up doing this good work and continue supporting the community in Japan. Thank you.
Thank you.